choose the correct answer. Kamal, his homework before he went to the cinema. So, what's the answer here? Before he went to the cinema, what happened first? So, finish happened first. So, this has to be past perfect. So, what's the past perfect here? Had finished, finished, was finishing, or would finish. Of course, the answer will be had finished. You make loud noise in the library or you will get into trouble. Here we have the modal verbs mustn't and shouldn't, must and should. So you loud noise in the library. Noise in the library. Is this advice or a rule? If it's a rule, we use must, of course. So what's the answer here? Of course, it has to be must or mustn't. You must make loud noise or you mustn't make loud noise. So mustn't. If Magda, a language course, she would easily speak to foreigners. Here I have if conditional. Let's go to the result and see which tense it is in. She would easily speak, would easily speak, would speak. This is what? If would speak, what's the first part that goes with if? It has to be past. Simple, of course. So if Magda did a language course, she would easily speak. If you have if conditional or when, go to the other part and see which tense it is so that you were able to understand which one to choose. What would you do if your friend an accident? Again, here we have would you do. So would do. This means that the other part of the if has to be in the past, of course. So what would you do if your friend had an accident and I need you to take care of something? Have a look at 3 and 4. Let's have a look here. Here we started with if, right? So if we start with if, we have to separate the two sentences using a comma. What about number 4? What would you do if your friend? If here comes in the middle, do I need to separate with a comma? Nothing. I don't need commas here. So take care of this. Moving to number 5. When the alarm rings, we the building. When the alarm rings, the verb here when rings. And here we have when is like if. So if it's present simple, what do I do? When the alarm rings, we has to be leave. This is a fact. So when the alarm rings, you leave. Moving to number 6. A new school in our village last year. So here, what is this? A new school in our village last year. This is the object or the subject. Think about it. It has to be the object. This means that this sentence is in the active or the passive. It has to be in the passive. So what do I choose? It has to be verb to be, past participle. No thinking. So it has to be was built. Number 7, you drive a car without having a driver's license. It's against the law. ضد القانون. So if something is against the law, what do I have to choose? It has to be must or mustn't. So here you mustn't, of course, drive a car without having a driver's license. You wash your hands after working in the garden. You should, need, shouldn't, mustn't. Here, am I talking about a rule? It's not a rule, but it is something that you should do. It's advice. I'm giving you advice. So what do I choose? Should or shouldn't? Here, when you say you wash your hands, do I say you should wash your hands or you shouldn't wash your hands? It has to be, it has to be should. You should wash your hands.